The do's and don'ts after the embryo transfer. Do take your medicines properly. Continue with your everyday normal activity. Surround yourself with people who will make you feel relaxed and happy. Do not do anything which you are not comfortable with. This will help to avoid self-blame if the IVF cycle did not succeed. Now for the don'ts. Do not use the sauna or hot tubs. You can still have showers, but don't do any vigorous activity like strenuous exercise, which could raise your body temperature. Don't change your diet drastically. Do not restrict your daily activity. Do not take bed rest. And do not raise your hopes up too much. Have realistic expectations. Avoid people who can raise your insecurity and stress levels. Here are some questions. Can I fly home straight after embryo transfer? Yes, you can travel immediately after the embryo transfer. Air travel or any other mode of transport has not been shown to affect embryo implantation, and it will not affect your chances of achieving a pregnancy. Take measures to make yourself comfortable during air travel and keep yourself well hydrated and move frequently to enable proper blood circulation. Here's another question. What if I bleed after the embryo transfer? Now, most embryo transfers are very smooth and do not create any trauma to your cervix or endometrium, which is why you should not experience bleeding or spotting after an embryo transfer. However, some patients have cervical stenosis, which is a narrow cervical opening, and if their embryo transfer is technically difficult, there may be bleeding after the transfer. But please do not panic. The blood is not coming from your uterus and your embryos are not affected in any way. The tiny drop of blood is not your embryo. So keep calm and carry on with your everyday activity. If you experience severe bleeding after the transfer, please contact the clinic. But again, this is very unlikely to happen. Why did I feel a wet discharge after the embryo transfer? Okay, so during embryo transfer, the doctor cleans your vaginal canal and the cervix with a sterile fluid. So when you get up after the embryo transfer, you might experience a wet feeling because this fluid leaks out. Do not panic. This doesn't mean that your embryos are being washed out. The fluid that comes out is not from your uterus. Your embryos are transferred inside your uterus in a tiny droplet of culture medium, which cannot flow out. Your embryos are safe in your uterus.